Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Daffy's Roundtable. Today we get the scoop on what it was like to compete in the Tinley Build-Off hosted by Chewy and Wickens Wicked Reptiles. I'm joined by Preston, also known as Nature in a Nutshell on Instagram, one of the competitors in the Build-Off, and he tells us a story of how he got selected to join the Build-Off, what competing was like, the preparations that needed to be done beforehand, what Tinley itself was like, how excited he was to be a part of the competition. And then we also talk about Preston's experiences in the hobby, his collection at home. We talk about Uromastyx and Schneider skinks and all the other awesome species that Preston is keeping. This was a very fun episode to record. Sit back, enjoy the story with me. But before we do that, allow me to thank Exoterra for sponsoring this podcast and making this episode possible. Exoterra makes quality products for our pet reptiles to make them feel at home. Also, before we dive into the episode, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, or any of the other streaming platforms, please give us a follow. It really helps out the podcast, and I really appreciate it. Okay, without further ado, everybody please help me welcome Preston from Nature in a Nutshell. Preston, hello.
No, what's up, dude?
I was going to say there, he must be messing with me. How are you doing, man? Thank you very much for coming on.
Dude, thank you a million for having me on. I'm so hyped. Like, it's cool to just talk reptile shop with somebody and them not being like, what? Okay, I thought that was a reptile, or I thought that was an amphibian. Or
yeah, so I guess not many reptile people in your area then?
There's a couple, but like, you gotta know where to go. Like, it's not like a shady area, but like, I don't know. Like, we've got Miles of Exotics, which is the best pet store in the area, I would say. They carry anything from spiders, tarantulas, scorpions. They have Uromastyx. They've got like a 12, 13, 14 foot. I don't know if I'm not a snake guy, so.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. A retic or a berm or something?
I think it's a retic. No, it's Burmese. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Large snake could easily eat a pig. I don't know.
That's awesome. And do you have any reptile shows in your area?
Yeah, we've got the cold-blooded expos. They come either 2 or 3 times, and then we've got the show me. They come about 2 or 3 times a year too. Usually, like, I don't know, spring.
Show me reptiles.
Summer. Yeah, show me reptiles, and then cold-blooded expos, and then here before too long we'll have the I think the All-American Expos.
All-American.
That one's pretty fun too. I took my daughter to that one, and I had my daughter, my buddy, and then my other buddy and his family did, and we Mila was playing with the capybaras, and my buddy Jordan, they were playing with the baby otters, and I'm like, Garrett, he's a plant guy, and I look over, and he's just holding this baby kangaroo, and he's like, yeah, dude. I'm like, yes, give into it.
Give into the animals. I love it. Yes. That's cool, man. I would love to come to some American shows. I say this all the time. I haven't had a chance to yet, but hopefully next year I will. You guys just have, like, it's cool. I guess the Calgary show here does have capybaras and little wallabies and stuff like that. But I feel like there's just more happening at the American shows, and there's more people and more diversity of animals, whether it's reptiles or other species. So there's a couple of really cool shows that I would like to hit next year, but that's cool. I guess we kind of just jumped into, your area and the shows in your area, but we didn't actually talk about you. So Preston, introduce yourself to my audience. How did you get started in reptile keeping, man?
I'm Preston. Reptile keeping started a long time ago. My dad got me a leopard gecko for like my 10th birthday, and awesome. My dad has never liked reptiles. He hates snakes. But I was just dogging him about it. Like, Dad, please, like, one cool thing, one cool pet. So we get this leopard gecko, and it lives maybe a year, and we did not know about UVB, about calcium, about all this stuff. And like, so like that was one thing you had to learn the hard way, which sucks.
For sure.
I mean, well, let's backtrack. 3 years old, my uncle gets me a map turtle at a bass tournament. Like he finds it in this lake, and dude, it's like the size of a quarter. I had that guy for 19 years.
Wow.
Still no UVB or anything like that. But our house was older, so I think he did get UVB when the sun would set down and it'd come through the window. So I think he'd get a little bit, but he lived for about 19 years and then passed away. I kind of blame my buddy's wife because it was like she looked at him and then the next day he died. I'm like,
You're bad news.
yeah. But
That's
then
funny.
years go by, and like I always watched. 90s kid, like the number one reptile guy, Steve Irwin. Like
Steve Irwin, yeah, for
I
sure.
wrote a paper on him in high school. Like your heroes, it was Steve Irwin and my dad and someone else. So apparently they weren't that important, but definitely Steve Irwin. But
That's hilarious. I actually wrote a paper on him in middle school as well.
I think
That's
I think every solid person in reptiles has probably wrote a paper on either him, the Kratt brothers, Jeff Corwin,
yeah.
all those guys. Like I just sponged that up so hard, and then Jurassic Park. Like my aunt would take me to see like all the cool movies, Jurassic Parks, and Jumanji, just stuff with anything that had to do with animals,
Jungles and animals and
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Whereas my brother, like, he would watch Sports Center and stuff, and I'm like, that's cool. He caught like, and I played sports in high school and all through growing up and stuff, but like, I was always drawn to animals.
The animals.
I love animals, and like, so fast forward. So now we're gonna fast forward, and we have my daughter. And my job allows me to work 4 10-hour shifts. So on Fridays, if I don't have a side job, me and little Mila would go to the surrounding pet stores, just bounce around and check out all the animals and stuff. And like, there's a pivoting point where she would go look at guinea pigs, or then she would go and look at the scaly guys. And I'm like, come on, girl, go to them scalies. Keep going that way. And her mom is not a reptile person. Like
Yeah.
her brother tormented her with snakes, like when she was little, just to like drive it in more. Like I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like
That's your wife's brother that was tormenting her with
yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack. You choice words. But
Yeah.
And then I met this guy at the gym named Cody. Shout out Cody. You one of the real ones, bro. But we got to talking just about reptiles and stuff, and he's got a really good collection. He got a couple beardies, cresties, leopard gecko. I think they had some sugar gliders at one point or something, but just a good amount of animals for a tiny apartment.
Yeah.
He starts telling me about like Euromastics, and I'm like what's? And he's like spiny-tailed lizard. I'm like, oh, okay. And like I just kept like I don't know. Our phones listen to us. Like I don't care what anybody says. But
Oh, 100%.
Dude, it just kept feeding me stuff, and then it fed me Cedric Chief Sweet Universe.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of watching on Euromastics, and I'm like, all right, a vegetarian, cool. Like maybe you want to give it a bug, maybe it will eat it, maybe it won't. No biggie. The only thing was the heat, getting it hot, and a big tank. Like okay, no biggie.
Yeah.
And then like out of nowhere, dude, me and Mila take one of our Friday trips. We go to PetSmart or someplace, Petco, which I know it's Petco, but our Petco in Liberty, they're good.
There are some good ones. There are some good ones for sure.
There's some good ones, but she was looking at something, and this family was looking at the chameleon and stuff, and the kid was asking about color change and all that, and I was like it's more of a mood thing, not really a mood or camouflage or how they're feeling. But the guy was like, "What are you in here for?" I was like, "Oh, they don't have the thing I'm really looking for, and I don't want to get on Morph Market." And he's like, "Well, what is it?" And I'm like, "It's a Euromastix." And dude, like a back alley drug deal, one of the workers slides up like next to my shoulder and was like, "We got one in the back." And I was like, "What? No, you don't." So me and Mila go to the back room, and sure enough, there is a Saharan Euromastix, a nice little red one. And so I was like, "Well, how much is this thing?" Because usually they can be pretty pricey, especially if it's 6 years old, well started. I think he's wild caught though, but anyway. So she gets on the phone, calls her boss, and she's like, "Get that thing out of here. Tell him $40." And I heard that, and I was like, "Oh." So like, "All right, Mila, we got to go talk to mom real quick, okay? I need you to beg mommy for this lizard." And so we went there, and it's dude, like, it happened. Like we bought him, and that's how we got Gus.
So that's Gus. Okay, cool.
That's Gus. That is where Gus and the Gang. That's the name of my reptile page. That's Gus. Gus is the OG, the restart of the reptiles.
Yeah, it's funny when we started talking at first, I thought your name was Gus.
Nope. Dude,
Yeah.
that's happened to me all my life. Like my Xbox name was Matt Monster because I used to wrestle, and everybody's like, "Matt, what's up, dude? Matt, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "No, it's actually Preston. Like, stop calling me Matt." But and then like everybody's like, "Hey, Gus, what's going on?" Oh, nope, it's Preston. Gus is
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but so like I started watching Cedric, and then Reptiliatus started popping up more, and Mila. Oh, dude, Mila is infatuated with Dion. Like
Everybody loves Dion.
crushes on him, crushes. So now I got this 3-year-old that thinks tokay geckos are the sweetest reptiles on the planet, and every time we go to a show, she's like, "Oh, Tiki Torch, Tiki Torch." I'm like, "No, put your finger next to it," and it's like, and I'm like, "See, they're mean." Like Dion's are special, but he worked with him, and like that's what it's fun to work with Mila and show her like how to respect your animals and give them their boundaries and stuff. But so we've watched Dion for 2 years. It just so happened that one night Mila decided to stay the night with her grandparents. It didn't happen. So here comes Dad at midnight picking her up. And I always set my phone up like on my dash, like in a holder, so she can watch videos while I'm driving. Right. And she's like, I want to watch reptiles. I want to watch reptiles. And I'm like, well, we've watched pretty much all Dion stuff. And Adam Wickens just came out with the Schneider skink video.
Awesome.
So I played that. And she's dude, like she was like dead asleep. And as soon as Bonnie or Clyde, one of them, I think it's Bonnie, started just crawling around and being silly, she woke up. She's like, "Dad, I want one of those. I want one of those." And I'm like, "Baby, those are so hard to find because like the breeding for those is so tough just because there's not that much sexual dimorphism on male versus female and stuff." And she had a Pac-Man frog that, rest in peace, Mochi, did not make it. So
okay,
it was not a good. It was kind of in bad shape already, but I tried to help it out. But
for sure, it happens.
Yeah. So I call around, and what pet? Oh yeah, it was, dude. I don't know if our area Petco's like called Petco. I was like, "Hey, you guys got any like fire skinks or any sand skinks or anything like that?" And they're like, "We got a Schneider skink," and I was like, "No, you don't. Ain't no way." And sure enough, dude, it was a Schneider skink.
That's awesome.
So I was like, I'll be there in 10 minutes, and got there. It was uh made the purchase. Got him. I already had a big I don't know. It's like a 35 to 40 gallon tank that I built myself out of PVC, which we'll get there. Like that'll kick off into the build off. But
For
I
sure.
built this nice little tank for him. Got him in there, dude, and like within 10 minutes of this dude being in there, already hand feeding, like coming up, not scared at all. Like that's so like if you ever consider a leopard gecko, folks, go for a Schneider skink first. Like I'm telling you, they're just I don't
And
know.
you
In
think they're
my
as
opinion,
easy to kind of care for as leopard geckos?
I yeah, like and they're so hardy. Like I did I just recently made some changes to his tank, and like I don't know, he had like everything is good. We're supposed to be temperature wise and humidity, but that humidity just kept leaving like real fast. So I just like redid everything, did some little bit more soil versus sand, and this dude is just flourishing. Like instead of running around for 2 hours, he's spending 4 hours just doing hot laps around that enclosure, which all the reptiles are up with my stepson's room, and he sleeps during the day. So he's like, you can just hear him some days like, stop running, like be quiet. Which it gets even worse when it gets to the white street frogs. But so
For sure.
so we went from having Gus, and then my daughter named our Schneider skink Raptor because we were watching Jurassic World like crazy. And I'm like, can we please save this name for something a little more Raptor like? And she's like, no, Dada. Like, it's Raptor. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever.
Sure it is.
So, dude, I got bit by the bug, man. Like, I was buying, like, just,
It's a
I don't
slippery
know.
slope. Once it snowballs, it snowballs.
Dude, and it's, yeah. But the fun part was, like, I'm not, like, I don't want to just, like, shell out and get the tank, like, from Petco, PetSmart, even though they like good deals every now and then. But like it was cheaper to build my own stuff with PVC, and like I don't have anything big, so smaller, more manageable PVC sizes, and like making cuts and all that. Like it's like I would watch video after video, and then I stumbled across like Snake Discovery's Build-Off Championship thing, and I'm like, oh, dude, that is really cool. And then I think I watched a couple of like where Dion went to some, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing a little bit more research. So I don't know, just started doing research on building tanks and how fun it was to just go through there and paint stuff and take and have a little section of that animal's environment in your house. Like I've got a section of the Sahara Desert. I've got a section of Australia. I've got some Brazil. Like we've got two Pac-Man frogs. So,
That's
uh,
very cool. Could you walk us through the process of building the PVC enclosures?
well, first, always do your research and never do the minimum. Never do the minimum size for your animal. Always give them a mansion. Like you live in a nice, comfortable big house. Why can't they? So with
Yeah,
my favorite one that I built is my tree frog enclosure. It's a 2 by 2 by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 7.34, which is roughly 60 gallons. I work with gallons all the time. I work a wastewater treatment plant, so math for tanks and stuff, like it's easy as pie. Like
yeah,
so
you
two
did
by
that
two,
pretty fast. Yeah.
yeah. So 2 by 2 by 2 is a 60-gallon tank, which for two juvenile white street frogs, like that's
It's a lot of
humongous.
space. Yeah.
But just going through and um, I don't know. We've like luckily work is my job's amazing. I've got 5 animals at work, 6 animals at work. So
At
and
work?
Yes, at my job. Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They're super cool. But and I've got a custom tank built there too. But like downtime during lunch, or like we have a thing where the last 2 hours of the day, uh, you can watch a couple YouTube vids or go and knock out some errands. So I would go and get stuff and slap some tanks together, dude. And like I didn't, I put them together in this giant building, and like 2 by 2 by 2. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's pretty good size, like carrying it in. And then I carry it into the building, like our office. And I'm like, oh crap, this thing's huge. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like,
Where are we gonna
okay,
put it?
yeah. So that one had to go home. But like I went through and like working with the foam and stuff. Like I watched a lot of people. Like Dion had that really awesome video for the dart frogs, just going through and sanding and cutting. And like I don't know, one day, dude, I just decided to let the top shell of the foam like start to dry, and or once it was dried, but everything underneath was squishy. I just started smashing it down, and like now it goes from like being expanded that far to like that, and there's no cutting needed. There's no, and like you can actually work it and make it look like stone, or you can still make it look like wood with a knife and stuff. But like I think it saves you a lot of time too.
So you
But
enjoy the
so
background building process of
oh, dude, I enjoy all of it. Picking out
yeah.
plants. Dude, we've got a wonderful nursery in Liberty. They've got plants year round, and I mean, we've got plants, and then finding out and like figuring out what substrate is good for said animal. Like I know my tree frogs. Well, I mean the other night I was I've been battling soil mites, so I just said screw it. I'm gonna scrap all this and start new. But all the soil mites. I don't. I mean I need to do a little bit more like ventilation, just a little bit, I'd say, because I mean the white street frogs, they can last a little bit, like not
They
as
can handle
moist.
more
They can,
right.
yeah, they can handle that. But so I went with a little bit more sand and some cocoa fiber, like, and then I did more dirt around my plants and stuff. But we'll see how that does. But yeah, they're doing great. Building that tank though, dude, I have got cork round sections, like they're kind of shaped like that. I had them stuck in there, so they kind of actually look like mushrooms coming out of a tree.
That's cool.
And then I've got some. What is that? Is it chala wood?
Yeah,
Chula.
Chola,
No.
Yolo, whatever they. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've got like a band of that across the whole thing, but it's held up with the fake vines, so it's kind of like levitating in a
That's
way.
cool. Yeah.
And then I've got just a couple different little hides. I took like foam cups. Like if anybody's listening, you can do like foil or foam cups. You do your foam around it, and then like a little hide for a frog. Just once it dries, crush that cup and throw it
Put it
away, and
out.
then you've
Yeah.
got a perfect little, yeah. Which I know a lot of you are like, duh, like this guy's new at this, but dude, it's so fun figuring this stuff out on yourself, like all by yourself and stuff. So,
Absolutely.
so I've built my tree frogs enclosures. I've built my grass lizards enclosure, um, and the Schneider skinks enclosure, like all 100% out of PVC. And then everything but Gus's tank is, well, I mean, it's arid, so you can only go so bioactive. But everything else is pretty much bioactive and has a nice background and stuff. And it's kind of cool. Like Mila helped me paint Raptor's background. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so
Okay.
it's like I hand painted Jabba's palace on the side of it, and then it looks like
That's cool.
Tatooine. Uh, but
I'm
yeah,
not a big
so
Star Wars guy, but my girlfriend is. So I've been recently getting forced to watch them all over again, and I wouldn't have gotten that reference a couple of years ago, but now I do.
yeah, dude. Well, your girlfriend seems like a decent person. Like you made a good story. You better put a ring on that potty.
Just
Put a ring
based
on.
on Star Wars, huh?
Oh, dude. Yes.
That's funny.
Uh,
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think are you saving, in your opinion, a lot of money by building your PVC enclosures rather than buying tanks?
Depends on if you can get the PVC on sale or like here and there. Which I got a lot of buddies that do like I don't know, construction and stuff, and that they'll throw some PVC stuff in. But like, I mean, I don't know if I just love that I created it, and I haven't really like looked at the price point wise, but I can take a 4x2 section of PVC that costs like $20. I can take two of them, so that's $40, and I can at least make, I don't know, an 18 by, well, I can make a 2x2x2
Yeah.
because so $40 and a 2x2x2 like 60-gallon tank. Like some of them can get pretty pricey, some of them can't. The hinges are cheap, plexiglass is cheap. Plexiglass is a booger though, dude. Man, getting
Yeah.
that stuff right. Oh,
I mean, it does
but
sound like you are saving money this way, but also, like you said, if you just enjoy doing it more this way, and then that's enough of a reason to do it, right? You don't necessarily need to be saving money. Does the
yeah, and
plexiglass bow for you with humidity?
yeah, a little bit. So I've kind of been not. I've been trying to keep it kind of away from the humidity of it, which I mean, the highest humidity for, I don't know, I'd say the tree frogs or my grass lizards, because it's debatable with the Schneider skinks, but I just pretty much go off of what Adam has with his, like 40 to 50% humidity, which isn't bad. But I do a gradient of it. So, like, away from the heat, it might be 60 and his little, like, cold, humid hide, and then it just gets gradually less and less as it gets closer to the heat, of course. But evaporation, water cycle, you know. But,
Yeah, 100%. And sorry, where do Schneider skinks come from?
uh, they're, uh, they're African, like scrublands. I think northern part of Africa, like not really Egypt for the most
Okay,
part. Like, but like kind of up in that area, a lot of scrubbish areas. Uh, I mean,
yeah.
I
It's funny
have it,
because you
so I
would think
have it.
you'd be able to tell
Yeah,
humidity based on where they're from, um, but really with all the micro pockets, you really can't judge based on just the location.
yeah. Like, well, and like I try to give him a couple different microclimates. Like, he's got a nice little cold hide, or the colder side, the hide where his humidity might be, but a little bit higher. But then I found a nice piece of wood that where he can come up on top of it, but underneath, like he can get like kind of in between where it's getting more humid, more arid, like in between there. So like I give him a little bit of a choice to go wherever he needs to be, but 9 times out of 10, he's usually curled up right next to the heat source and just snoozing. But
Yeah, that's cool. I just pulled up here. I guess I can share this. I just pulled up a map of their range. They have a very very wide range. Um, they cross into. That's fascinating. Here, I should be able to show this. There we go. So the from Algeria and Tunis all the way up to Turkey and Georgia, and they're crossing Jordan and Lebanon and Palestine all on the way. Like it's cool. It's cool their range and
dude,
yeah.
that's
Oh, and all
yeah,
the way down to Saudi Arabia. Like I bet you'd find them in the UAE as well. That's cool.
yeah.
Very cool. So in that
It's
case,
quite the
I would say,
range.
yeah, that's quite a range. And based on all of these locations, I mean, I've been to a lot of these places. It gets quite humid. So
Yeah,
I would say, yeah, that makes sense. It's very cool, man. They're a cool species. I
well,
wish they were more common. I wish people were breeding them more frequently.
yeah,
But I think it's
well,
just gonna take that one person to figure it out, and then right.
dude, yeah, like, well, I mean, but every show here in KC I've went to, like, there's always been at least 4 or 5 Schneider skinks, and I'm like, is this a female? Because like I know, like by seeing different ones in videos and watching, doing as much research and like I have a notebook where I write down any facts from anybody. Like
That's cool.
I'll write it down, like, and then like I don't know, all the common facts. I'll write that down, but then like I'll side note, and then it's like, well, this person did it this way, this person did it this way, this person did it this way, and I'll go through and try these and see which one that my animals enjoy in my area where I'm at. Like, because I mean,
Find what works for you for sure.
yeah, yeah, like a Schneider, like I mean, Adam's Schneider skink tank might be completely different than mine just because he's in Canada versus I'm down here in the Midwest. But
Right. That
but
makes
yeah,
sense.
but yeah. So back to that Schneider skink.
Yeah.
Mila wanted to watch this video. She wanted it. We found it. Well, that led me to watching Adam like all the time because we rifled through all of Dion's stuff, and I'm like, okay, this Wickens guy, he's pretty funny, super knowledgeable. Like I see why you kick it with him when you can. Like he's dude.
Adam's dope. He's a fun
Solid.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 years later, I've got, I think, 8 different species now, 11 different total animals. Like, everybody's flourishing and doing great because of Dion, Adam, and them. Well, Adam posts that thing about, hey, do you want to come to Tinley Park? Do you want to build off the best YouTubers? I'm like, yeah, I never win anything. Like, let's go. Like, what do I got to lose? Enter my stuff in, send it to him, like, and it's like a week later, and it's like, Wickens Wicked Reptiles started following you. I was like, that's cool. Oh, I won, I bet. So I checked my email. Sure enough, dude. Sure enough.
Hold on. Let's take a step back.
Yep.
So Adam posts that. What are the requirements? What was he asking for to be able to enter the competition? And also a little funny side note here. I don't know if I should say this or not. I was supposed to be a part of that build-off, and I had to pull out last minute. So I wonder if in some way once I pulled out, he was like, "Well, an extra spot open," and so somehow, so it would be really cool if that was the case. But so anyway, so what were the requirements?
Well, it's either your spot got filled by me or Tyler. So either way,
Okay.
the Chameleon Collective,
Okay, awesome.
which dude, have you had him on your show?
I haven't. Maybe I should.
Dude, oh my, bro, you have to. Coolest dude ever. We'll get to him in a minute though. Like
Yeah.
he was. Oh, dude, we bonded like that. Like
It's funny.
we're not.
Before you continue this story, I think just a quick note for the listeners. You've actually given me. So the reason I had Cedric on, the reason I had Chief Sweets Universe on was actually you connected us and you recommended him, and then you kind of made the connection for us, and you've messaged me about several people so far, and I have messaged them all. So anyway, so I do appreciate you kind of suggesting people and recommending guests. And
Bro,
are those all guests?
oh, dude, I got. Well, there's shout outs.
Send them my way.
Yeah, there's shout outs, but it's yeah. They're dude, yeah. I could be your middleman, no issue, bro.
I love it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
Go ahead.
So like, and dude, everything. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I
For
think.
sure.
Like, dude, it's crazy how stuff goes down. It's crazy that I watched Adam's vid. I got the Schneider skink. I started watching Adam, and then he does this. I win, but then to even go even crazier. Excuse me. So I'm scrambling around because my mother-in-law fell and broke her arm. So,
Oh no.
my Fridays, excuse me, my goodness. My Fridays consisted more of hanging out with the kids instead of doing side jobs, which, oh my gosh, like, oh no, I got to hang out with my kids. Like, no, I'm kidding. I love it. I'd rather be doing that than side jobs, but side jobs help pay the bills.
For sure.
So I called my wife and I'm like, hey, like this is a cool opportunity. Like, and my wife is, as much as she don't like reptiles, like she sees my passion and stuff and she's like, go for it. She did that with my kayak fishing. Like I've been all over the Midwest kayak fishing stuff, but that could be for another day. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a cool conversation as well. Yes.
Dude, yeah, she has my back. She's my best friend, dude.
That's
Like
awesome.
yeah. But she's like, well, what are we gonna do? Well, she's like, well, your mom has a random Friday off every month, and I'm like, what are the chances? Like, it's not gonna be like that's my luck.
Yeah.
She goes, well, you don't know. Call her. So I called mom. Dude, sure enough, man, she's off. Like,
That's awesome.
so you can watch the kids? Oh yeah, I'll watch those babies. I'll watch some sweet little babies.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then Adam sends me so that's lined up, and then now I'm like, all right, I've got a week and a half to decide what enclosure I'm gonna build, what I want to do, like I don't know, because I'm
Wait,
like,
sorry to
I don't.
interrupt you again. Sorry, I keep
Yeah.
interrupting you, but I'm just curious. Was there? Did you have to submit some pictures of past enclosures you worked on, or was there anything?
Oh
Or was
no,
it just?
yeah. I'm so sorry. Yes,
No,
buddy.
no, all good,
Dude,
all good. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I'm ADHD all over the place. Like
We all
I'm,
are. It's all good. No worries.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Adam was like, hey, send me your email, your Instagram handle, and some photos of stuff that you've made.
Cool.
And then I'll get to why Adam picked me in a minute, because I mean, I don't want to I'm not like Brad's bio. Like that dude is amazing with that zoopoxy and all that. Dude, he's Which
He's
shout out
insane.
shout out to Brad. We'll do that later. Okay. Oh my god, so many. So
Love
many
it.
things.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude. Yeah. So that was one of the longest days I've ever had in a long time. So, oh no. So I'm getting there trying to decide what animal, and I'm like, man, like I haven't purchased an animal. Like I don't know. I can't purchase an animal. My wife would kill me at this point. Like she's like, no more. We gotta stop. We gotta slow down. We gotta focus on other things. I'm like, you're right. You're so right. Dang it. But and I just was like, I'll just watch a video on some of my favorite animals and we'll go off that. And the best thing to figure out how an animal is living and if we're doing it the right way, Dave Kaufman, dude. Like his little thing, like, do we keep them properly? And I love monitors, dude. Like I messed up on buying all of these little guys, which it'll help me in the future. I know it. I know it'll help me in the future, but I will own one or two monitors one day. Like it's gonna happen. Anyway, so it's not like I was going through Dave Kaufman stuff and I'm like, Ackie monitors, like. That would be a fun 4x2x2 to build. Like, so, I just like, dude, I would spend like, I don't know, 2 hours a night just getting my PVC board ready and smashing my foam down. And, like, I was like, man, what's going to be different? Like, everybody's just going to paint it. Everybody's going to, like, I'll smash this foam down and make it look like a cave wall, and then I'll do some Aboriginal cave paintings. Like,
Cool.
So it's kind of like the Ackie is living in a cave, but has access to like the red sand and stuff. Like,
Right.
so got that.
So you had time
painted.
to prepare ahead of time.
At least a week and a half. We could do 25% of the enclosure. Which 4x2x2, that's 120 gallons, so 30 gallons of whatever. So
space or
space. So I bought two like arid grasses, and then built the background. And like I would catch myself. I mean, dude, it'd be midnight. 1 o'clock, and I get up at like 4:45, 5 o'clock to go to work.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta go to bed. But I was too hyped. like
Too
I
excited.
could,
Yeah, absolutely.
dude. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. I just could not contain myself.
Yeah.
So I get what I think is done. I don't want to do any more because I might mess it up. Too much, too little. Like I think it's on point for my standards. But so the Friday comes. I leave the house at 7, and I drive my 6 hours um, to Tinley Park, and I got there maybe 5.5. I have a Subaru WRX that scoots pretty fast, and it's mainly highway. But yeah, so yeah, got there, and like of course it's I don't know. I've got 30 minutes till it starts, and everybody has parked close. So like I'm in the back 40, so I'm like running up, trying to get ready, and I go in, get my pass, and I walk right in, and it's right there, and like there's Adam, and I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. And I walk up, shake his hand, dude, and yeah, I was he laid the details down like before it started, so I went and hurried and got mine, picked my enclosure out. Maybe got to walk around for 5-10 minutes at Tinley Park, which was just like I don't know, an itch that couldn't be scratched, dude. I'm just like, I gotta build the enclosure, but then it's like, oh, I just seen that tegu, or oh, I just seen those chameleons. Like, who has those chameleons? This guy does, but like, yeah, just stuff like that.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, so met everybody. Luckily, I brought a bag of tools. I was like far left, and then there was I didn't have a partner. I did have a partner, but he had to go to work in China. It's John from Sim Container.
Okay.
Do you know him?
I know Sim Container. I'm not familiar with
Yes.
John.
So I have no fear of messaging people on Instagram, as you know.
Yes.
Because like, what are they gonna do? Like, the worst thing is they don't reply back. But dude,
As you should.
John,
Absolutely.
but like John, I don't know. I've been chatting with him every now and then. He keeps trying to convince me to get an Ackie or a Kimberly rock monitor, which the Kimberly rock monitor I will have. Like, I will have one of those. Oh my god, they're so cool. Anyway, so he's like, yeah, dude. Like, I'll even bring an Ackie, and we can have it be on display and all that. So it's like the night before, and he's like, hey man, I gotta go to China for work, because he's a shoe designer for Walmart. Like, he's very artistic, like,
Very cool.
which yeah. But I'm like, well, guess I'm just gonna solo this. Let's go. So got there, and everybody like, oh no. On the way up, Tyler from the Chameleon Collective, like, posted some stuff like, oh, going for this dub. So like, I was being a smart ass. I was like, yeah, we'll see about that. Like, I'm sure you're gonna do some humid tropical. Like, I'm coming for the win with the arid environment. And he's like, bro, no way, that's dope. And then like, I just mentioned like, hopefully they have this, and he goes, oh crap, dude. Like, I never even thought of that. And like, so I started just listing off stuff, and he was already there running to Home Depot and buying stuff for me, like me and him. And like, I don't know, like, got there, met, and just kicked it off, dude. Like, dude is a solid guy. He's a teacher. Well, you know what? When you have him on the show, I'll let him explain what he does. But he's
perfect.
working. I mean, Chameleon Collective, he works with chameleons, but there's one little lizard he's working with that is endangered, and he's doing the Lord's work with it, dude. Just keeping them little boogers population up. But
That's awesome.
yeah, so I brought tools. The people next to me, which they were from Omaha, which is 3 hours from me. It's goldenrod geckos.
Goldenrod geckos, yeah.
Yeah, so John and his fiance Kylie, dude, they were amazing to work next to. I was shaking in my boots when I seen his enclosure, because he did 2 enclosures in one, and did like the purple foam like carved out this awesome looking like Aztec tribal gecko thing, dude. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks dope. Like, I'm gonna get stomped. But yeah. So, yeah, we just Adam explained the rules and gave the old 3, 2, 1 go, and I ran over there because nobody else was doing arid stuff. So I grabbed 2 bags of excavator clay and all the hermit crab sand, which was like 100 pounds, 120 pounds, and I'm like,
Yeah. Struggling to get it back to your area. Yeah.
oh, dude, yeah. And everybody else was looking at me like I'm crazy, but so then I started bouncing around the booths and seeing if anybody would donate some stuff to the cause, and I got some pretty cool wood from he's an American guy and his partner's from Australia, and they go to Australia and get all the good like driftwood and
Very cool.
yeah. And I explained to him what I'm doing. He's like, "Well, mate, like you should let me know when you're done. I'll come take a look, see how it looks." And I'm like,
Love
"All
the
right,
accent.
yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah." So I could like I poured my dirt in. The excavator clay isn't that red rust color, like and I could just feel someone looking at me, and I heard, "No, mate, that ain't gonna do it. It's not red enough. You gotta find that red dirt." And I'm like, "Oh God." So I went running around, and it was, what was it? It was LLL Reptiles.
Yeah.
They had a Euromastix for sale with that actual like Outback red dirt in there. I was like, "Where's the rest of that bag? I'll buy it. I don't care how much it is." He's like, "Dude, we got like 3 bags back there and some rocks." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I went, picked them up, and because they didn't have any fake rocks or any rocks for the free stuff that Chewy provided. Shout out to Chewy for doing this. It was so fun. But so luckily I found that stuff, threw it in there. Well, the rocks were yellow, like the fake rocks were yellow. I'm like, that's not gonna cut it. It's gonna look weird. Everything else is red and like cream color. And luckily, in my tool bag, I threw in my terracotta paints, like my little paint colors. No paintbrush though. So I'm scrambling. I'm like, what do I have in my car? Oh yeah. So I ran out to my car and got my rim, like my rim brush, my detailer brush, and I mean it's destroyed now. It's got paint all over it. But dude, like it was fun to dry brush with that thing. Like just, and dude, they look perfect. So I mean, everybody was, I don't know, helping each other hold stuff, cut stuff, screw stuff. I built Trish in her enclosure. She was having her sticks in the dirt, and they just kept falling. Well, I was taking the section of PVC that I had to cut off of mine, and I would build like a little stand. So like the sticks like this, and it's got a base, so that way they wouldn't fall. So
tip over. Yeah. It's cool. So you guys were competing against each other, but there was still that like camaraderie of helping each other
dude,
out.
it was so great. And like I don't know, if I could go back, I would do that day all over again a million times. Like
That's awesome.
But I mean, middle of me building and like doing all this, out of nowhere, like I just see this tall figure with long hair just whipping through, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Dave Kaufman!"
It's Bigfoot. Yeah.
It's yeah. Well, what was it? I seen Adam talking to him, and I'm like, "That's Reptile Jesus."
That's funny.
And like, he could tell I was geeking out. And Adam pointed to me. He was like, "Hey, that guy just called you Reptile Jesus." And I was like, "No, Adam." And I jump behind, like inside my container. And Dave like came over. He's like, "What you working on?" And I was like, "Well, Mr. Kaufman, you actually inspired me to do this. It's an AccuMonitor build after watching your video of Do We Keep Them Correctly?" And he goes, "Well, looks like it's coming out pretty good. Like, just don't forget the flies, because I don't know if you watched that episode."
I haven't seen the Aki one, no.
Dude, oh my God. There's so many flies that were just bombarding them, which
Interesting.
was yeah, like Australia, like there's so many flies there. It was almost like I don't know what is that, the Exorcist or something, where like the flies are on the window and stuff. But that's what it reminded me of. It's just out there in nature. But sure enough,
Were
dude,
you able to
I
include
get,
the flies in your build?
dude, I okay. So I built my tank, and like right as Adam's like, all right, let's do your intro and outro and all that. Dude, there was three flies in the tank flying around. And I was like, where's my phone? I gotta send this to Dave. This is hilarious. If I couldn't find my phone, which yeah, whatever. But dude,
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, built the tank, dude. And then like I had to leave. So like the next couple days they had the in person votes and stuff.
Oh, you didn't
Which
stay for the rest of Tinley.
no, I messed up. Me and my wife did not communicate good. So she had a play date planned the next day, which I could have stayed and like actually got to go see a bunch of cool animals and stuff, but that didn't happen. But like uh, uh, Andrew from Riddler Reptiles, Alex from oh my god, I got my notes. I got my notes. Yeah, Ravishing Reptiles, and then Will
Love the
Exotic.
notes. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I want to be prepared for this. But yeah, yeah, Ravishing Reptiles, Will Exotics, like three guys that I've had a lot of conversations and chatting with about like just being on YouTube and Instagram and all other things. Like they actually voted for mine. Like my tank had some good votes. It actually Trish wrote me and said that it had the highest bid, which was I mean I was pretty proud of
Awesome.
that. Uh, but yeah, dude, just
Yeah,
knowing that like just knowing like those big name people voted for mine versus the other ones, like that was a win in my book. Like, and the whole experience was a win. Like there was not
for sure.
there was not a mean person and there like it's way different than the fishing industry, which I've been to a lot of big fishing shows and everyone's an a-hole. Everyone's the best fisherman. Everyone knows everything. That's not how it is
Okay.
at this. Dude, the reptile sharing, like sharing information and well, I did it this way. Well, I do it this way. Well, I might try that. I might try that. Like and just I don't know. And Adam and Trish were amazing, which I couldn't help myself, dude. I felt like a complete jerk. But Trish said about a boat or
A
something.
boot.
I haven't I haven't heard the Canadian accent in person. And I just started laughing. And she goes, "What?" And I was like, "I haven't heard the accent yet." And she goes, "Oh, yeah." And she's like, "Well, you have one too." And I was like, "Well, shit. No, I don't." And she goes, "Well, shit." And I'm like, "Okay, you win." You win. But
That's
then,
funny.
but then I spent like 20 minutes
You
just
didn't
chatting
hear
with
anyone hit you
Adam.
with a yeah, eh?
Yeah, hey, they're up there in the northern part there, guy. You got the polar bears and the moose. No, but stuff like that. But then I talked to Adam for like 20 minutes and just about the YouTube thing and all that. And he's like, dude, just do it for a year. Like, try. See what happens.
100%.
And I'm like, you know what? I got nothing to lose. Like, I might do some I'll eventually when I get my GoPro back from my buddy, I'm gonna start doing a couple vids and trying to upload, and we'll see what happens. Like if
Dude, it's
not,
like you
I'll
said
have
about messaging people. What's the worst that could happen? Nobody
yeah,
watches. That's it. And honestly, I think people will watch. I think, there's always a need for more reptile content online. So I agree. Just try it out and see if it works.
yeah. I want to like I've already got like well, and in this notebook I've got like a couple video plans like so I want to do like make a couple videos and then like weekly like post and then next week so that way I'm not like hustle and bustle trying to like keep up with oh I gotta make a video now I gotta make it like I've got three in the chamber ready to go like
Yeah. Yeah.
but
So
but
okay, well
dude
first
no
of all, I don't have a picture of your enclosure, but I do have a picture of your background here. So let me quickly pull that up. Just to kind of see what you did for the background. So there's there's the paintings, and you it kind of looks like you have a little bit of a shelf there they can perch on. So very cool. I wish I did have a picture of your enclosure to show. Maybe you could send me that afterwards, and I can pop it in here.
There's
Um,
there should be one video where it's at the very end of it. It shows the enclosure, like the one I built for a good, like, I don't know, 10
one of
seconds.
Adam's videos.
But yeah, well, it should be like I made a post about it, but it's on there. But I'll send it to you, like, so we
Yeah,
can
please
post
do.
it up on there.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
my question is, how first of all, what were the enclosures like? What brand and how big, and how long did you have to complete everything?
They were, oh my gosh, because I even had to do research, like, on what these enclosures were, and like to get uh my dimensions right and stuff. It's Chewy's. It's one of Chewy's, like, house brands.
Uh,
The
New Age Pet.
Yes, bingo.
Okay.
The new age, and like, do very well, easily. Like, if you are considering a new 4x2x2 or something a little bit bigger for your chameleon, like, they're vertical. The Madagascar. That's what Tyler did for his little hypothetical endangered species one. Like, he did this. His was the, like, I think there's only one or two. No, I think his was the only vertical tank, dude. Like, and it looked pretty
Cool.
dope.
Okay.
But yeah, they're easy to work with, easy to put together, take apart. Because I had to do a lot of taking apart. Because the outside of it is 4x2x2, but the inside is just a little bit smaller. So my background didn't really fit perfect, but I made it. So, but we had
Right.
4 hours, and I used up all 4 hours just to make sure everything was perfect. Um, I found the red dirt. I made a tunnel out of the best way I can to describe this piece of wood is it looked like penne pasta, like, which was perfect for a tunnel.
Penne
Like,
pasta. Yeah, yeah,
it's,
yeah.
yeah. And then I took the excavator clay, wetted it down, and then molded it around the wood where, like, you couldn't tell it was a piece of wood. It just looks like a very well put together tunnel within 4 hours. So, but I wish I would have had. Well, I found some, but I wish after I was trying to, like, raise everything up to where you could actually see it from just looking, like, straight on. Like, my
Right.
enclosure, you kind of had to get close to it. So the stands that they were on all had stuff inside of them and nobody knew about it.
Okay.
So I opened mine just to look, and it's two more bags of excavator clay
Oh, yeah.
that would
Okay.
have raised it up, which
Yeah.
uh, Chris, the guy that put it on with Adam,
Yeah.
he's like, bro, just take it home with you. And I'm like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, Adam ordered extra stuff. Like, you didn't use it. We didn't know about it. Like, just take it home with you. So
Awesome.
whenever I get Gus's new tank going, I've got plenty of excavator clay to get his tunnels and stuff made, which, yeah. But, dude, it was, yeah. The whole experience was great. How I got there was amazing. Like,
Would you do it
everything.
again?
Oh, dude, a million times. I hope Adam invites me back next year. Like, if I do, I got a little surprise since it's in October. I'm gonna wear a nice little Halloween costume there.
Cool.
Like, it'll be dope. A very well known painter.
Okay, very cool. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully I get invited back. Or if not, if you go Foddy, maybe we can just be partners.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to go to Tinley soon, man. I wasn't able to make it this one, and I was very FOMOing hard watching everybody's stories and online. So hopefully I'll be able to make it to the March one, and if not the March one, the October one. It would be very cool for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to go to the NARBC that's in St. Louis
Yeah, that's
in a
in like a week or two, right?
couple weeks. And I talked
Yeah,
to Adam. He's gonna be there. He's like, yeah,
he
dude, you can
is.
yeah. He's like, you can just bounce around with me and take some notes on making videos, get some content. And
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like, that would be That would be awesome. Two short kings going around just videotaping reptiles.
I love it. How far are you of a drive from St. Louis?
It's about 3.5, 4 hours.
That's
It's
not bad at all.
like, yeah, dude. It's opposite end of the state. Like Kansas City on one side, on the west side, St. Louis on the east side. So, but dude, driving umpteen miles for fishing tournaments and stuff, 3.5, 4 hours is cake. Like,
There's nothing. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and the 6 hour drive home from Tinley, like it was on into the next day, dude. I was so tired, wired, dude. Like I was just like, I don't know. Like I have this system to keep me safe while I'm driving if I want to make it somewhere and not sleep. I do like I break it up into like thirds. So if I've got a 6 hour drive, so that's 2, 4, 6. So I do 2 hours of music, 2 hours of podcast, and then 2 hours of like self reflection and thought and stuff like that. And that keeps your brain going to where you don't get sleepy.
That's interesting.
Well, on my 2 hours of music, I've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So we've got a lot of Disney songs that come through on Spotify and
Yeah.
YouTube. So I'm going from like Kill Switch Engaged, dude, My Chemical Romance, all that stuff. And then boom, out of nowhere, the Phil Collins song from Tarzan, the oh my gosh, the sad one, like the motherly, like the one he wrote for his daughter when she was born. And I'm like 4 hours away from my kids, dude. Bro,
Okay.
my nerves were shot. I just started crying, just like, oh, I miss my kids, and just like I don't know.
Yeah.
As soon as it was over, boom, back to death metal, and I was like, yeah, da, da, da. But like, dude, I don't know. It's so cool. Like, I don't know. It was a long day, dude. Like my brain was shutting down. Like I was tired, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
And the best part too.
Wait, who
like,
ended up?
Oh, Johnny.
Sorry, no,
Venom.
go ahead. Johnny ended up
no.
winning. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, the dude's got like 50,000 followers. Like it was a landslide victory, which I thought Trish. Like I knew I wasn't even. Oh, reconnecting. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
But I thought like Trish was gonna come, so like come up from the back and get it, like and win it. But
She was close.
yeah, dude, the last like 4 days, like I voted for myself once or twice, and the rest of the time I was just voting for Trish because she just kept climbing up, climbing up, climbing up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I wanted little Alfie to get that dub.
Yeah.
Dude, he was a blast. But
Yeah, Alfie's
and
fun. Alfie's
Oh,
awesome.
Mila loves Alfie. My daughter loves Alfie so much. Oh, cute little Alfie. I'm like, oh my gosh, you crazy girl. But yeah, dude, it was, I don't know. And the best part too is like my daughter, I was like, Mila, I get to be on YouTube, and she goes, oh, no way. And like she's so hyped to see that. Or like today, like I'm like, hey Mila, Daddy's got a podcast. Like I get to be on an episode with Foddy, with Daffy. And she's like, oh, I like him. Like, cause we've listened to your stuff in the car and all that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Like, it just gets her hyped. And then like her wanting to just be a part of all the stuff with the animals, like, feeding and like, the other night when I swapped out the substrate for the frogs, like, dude, she was there mixing, peat moss and stuff for me, getting it ready to go. Like, dude, like she's 3 and she's
Dude, that's
so
awesome.
fearless and doesn't care at all. Like we was watching Camp Cannon. Oh yeah, you were like, that's adorable. When we were watching Camp Cannon, and
yes.
she was, dude, she loved those huge black throws, and she's like,
Yeah.
like, Daddy, like we can really go see them, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I gotta ask him, because dude, they're like an hour from us.
Really?
What is it? Tyler Lofton, the guy, Inquisitive Raptor. Yeah, they're like an hour from where I live. They're in Kansas.
Okay. Cool.
So, and yeah, so I'm trying to get something set up where maybe I could come by and have Mila at least check out some of the monitors and actually see like a big grown monitor like in person. Like, dude, they're just, I love how smart they are, and
Yeah.
they're the ultimate. Do you have any?
No monitors. No monitors. But Greg, Beneath the Canopy Exotics, lives like 15 minutes down the road, so I get my fair share of green
Oh,
trees
yeah.
and green trees, black trees. He has a peach throat, so I get my fair share of monitors. I used to have a big free roaming savanna monitor, so that was cool to like kind of feed and get to hold and everything. But no monitors for me. No monitors for me, not yet anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. Same here,
It
not yet, but
Yeah. It is cool though, man. It's cool that you're kind of getting your daughter involved, and she's 3 now, but in a couple of years, she'll be doing, she'll be even more interested. She'll be more into the reptiles. She'll be doing some of the research. Like it's very cool to kind of see, people getting their children involved in the hobby, because they're the future of the hobby, right?
dude, for sure. Like, I mean, yeah, it's we've got to pass it on. We've got to carry like they've got to carry the torch someday because
100%.
like I mean, who's to say like a lot of these animals might not be here except for captive bred, like
For sure.
and like I don't know,
Unfortunate, but
like
it's probably true.
it's yeah, like I mean, my grass lizards, like I've got a clutch of eggs from them right now incubating, and like I mean, they're just grass lizards, but she's hyped to see and check on the eggs every day, and yeah, the first yeah, but dude, yeah, like and that's another thing like I want to do is take my collection and go to the surrounding schools, and I've got
Yeah.
well. We just had a huge cold snap, and I'm not taking any chance of getting my guys out there with all these like there was ice on the ground in a puddle today, so I'm like nope. Which last
Snowing
week,
here too, man.
dude. Well,
I'm
last
not
week it
happy.
was 70s. Dude, like we have a
Yeah.
saying in Missouri: if you don't like the weather, wait 30 minutes. Like, and it's true. Like there might be
Right.
some weird thing where it's like 70 degrees, 80 degrees, and then boom, like 30 degrees, snowing. Like I was, it was like 10 years ago, and I was turkey hunting. Beautiful spring morning, watching deer play in the field, and out of nowhere, this big old cloud rolls in and just starts snowing. I'm like, this is April. Why? No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to take a chance of them getting hurt or freezing or getting sick, respiratory infection, any of that. Like, so I'll have to wait till springtime again. But I'm definitely gonna. I'm trying to get stuff lined up with the libraries in the area, and then my wife or
That's awesome.
my brother's wife is a teacher at an elementary school, so she can get me lined up with her classroom and then the other teachers. And then, like, yeah, dude, I want to go around and show just because it doesn't have fur doesn't mean it's a bad pet. And, like,
100%.
also just to teach different things. Like, no one, like, every time I talk about Gus that he's a vegetarian, they're like, no way. Like, a vegetarian lizard? I'm like, yeah. Like,
People
iguanas are.
surprised.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, that's the goal, at least, to maybe get some kind of little channel going, and then definitely just do some touring around the area and teaching the youth of some cool creatures I have and stuff. So maybe some
Yeah.
birthday parties, stuff like that. Just to
That's very
just to
cool.
spread the awareness, you know. And then
Spread the reptile love, yeah.
oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. And then yeah, dude, and then yeah, Tinley. I'm gonna try to go back next year. Try to go to St. Louis this later on this month. I met everybody I wanted to meet at Tinley except for 3 people. It was Dion, you, and Mike's monitors, dude. I was so sad I didn't get to see Mike's monitors, but
Yeah,
I
well,
wrote
me
it-
and Dion weren't there, but Mike Stefani was. Mike's monitors was at Tinley.
yeah, I know, and I missed him because I was just on the grindstone, dude, building that losing enclosure. But-
There are no losers. All the enclosures were very
No,
nice,
yeah.
I will say. But
Dude,
yes,
no, yeah.
absolutely.
Bro, I think what Adam said we raised like $14,000 in like that
I
for
saw that.
US art. Dude, that's amazing.
Huge.
That's good
Huge.
stuff.
For sure.
So,
Yeah,
but
that's awesome. Well, Preston, man, thank you very much for coming on and sharing that story. I'm very excited to kind of hear how it went from, like, obviously I've spoken to Adam about it since, and he said all great things about the build off, but it's cool to kind of get a um competitor's perspective on it, on how it went, and how your story of getting into it, and yeah, it's very cool, man.
dude, it was a pleasure having me on, Fadi. I'm sure I'll talk to you a lot more. I'm definitely gonna I'll be force feeding you some good people to get
Please
on the
do.
show.
Please do. Yeah, and
It's
once you get
dude,
that
it
channel up and running, man, let me know and we'll share it as well, and we'll
yeah,
have you back on to kind of talk about we'll focus more on some of the species you're working with rather than
yeah,
the
dude,
build off
yeah.
story. But yeah, man, thank you very much for coming on. Where can people keep up with you? Where can people find you?
Uh, so my Instagram for my reptiles is natures in a nutshell. So natures underscore in underscore a underscore nutshell.
Awesome.
Um,
And
and
will
that's
the
the same
YouTube
thing
channel potentially be named the same thing?
that. So it already is. So it's there. It's made. There's a couple videos of like Call of Duty and stuff, but
Okay.
I'll be getting rid of those. But yeah, that's the YouTube channel is Nature's in a Nutshell, and then so is TikTok. So, but
Perfect. Those
but
links
yeah,
will
we'll
all be
get
in the description. Go give Preston a follow. Um,
yes.
Show him his support as he starts his journey into content creation, man. That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
dude. It's all about who you know and those connections you make, and like who knows, like some people
Absolutely.
like, dude, like it's crazy where it can take you. But Fadi,
Yeah.
thank you so much, bro. It was great finally chatting with you. Yeah, dude. Hopefully I get a couple followers from this. Who knows? If not,
Yeah,
dude, it was great just to talk reptile shop, dude. Like
for
that's what it's
sure.
about.
No, man. Definitely. Hopefully you do get some followers, but both ways, I appreciate you coming on, man. And thank you very much for just in general being super supportive. You're watching everyone's videos, you're commenting, you're suggesting guests for me. So like, well,
Yeah.
your support is definitely appreciated, man.
Heck yeah, brother. All right, bro. Well, you have a
Cool.
blessed day. I'll talk to you down the road, man.
Yes, hold on, hang on the line
Oh.
just for a second. Everyone else, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you on the next one.